we're gonna be shut down because of someone telling us, no, we can't do that, that's not how it is in our faith. We need to work just as hard and push back. My name is Hauwa Abbas. I'm 27 years old, just turned 27 yesterday. Yay! I'm Hausa American. My professional title, my day job, is I'm a workforce development specialist for Capital Area Michigan Works. And my night job, is I am a co-founder for a mentorship organization for underprivileged youth in the greater Lansing area called the Halimah Project. The Muslim ban definitely was something that was very front and center. I worked for CAIR last year, and a lot of our work was based on getting Muslims, specifically from specific countries, back into the States. And that was one time that I felt like my identity was like kind of put asunder. Like anyone who shares the same faith as me, who came from specific countries, that really affected me. Though it didn't affect me personally, it affected my brothers and sisters who were trying to come here for a better life. Definitely being a part of the Muslim community, especially here in Lansing, we're very diverse and we're very connected. I was a part of the MSA while I was in university here at Michigan State University, and a lot of the work we did was ways to kind of show people what Muslims are, what we do, and kind of get them in on like who we are and who we truly are. A lot of the events we did, one of the biggest ones we did was actually a Muslim band rally. That was one time where I can be like, I felt so proud to be a part of something so big, and our little MSA was able to cultivate hundreds and hundreds of people to come out there and really have a voice. I think that, as Muslims, we always have this faith that, everything's going to be okay. We have that tawakkul in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that no matter hardships and tribulations that happen in our life, we know that there's one that we can turn back to. Whether it be in our 5 daily prayers or just going to our other Muslim brothers and sisters in our community, there always is a way out, or there's always a greater purpose. I think coming back from the understanding that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not give us something hard, does not put burden on us that we can't handle, it's very comforting for me, because I know that no matter what hardship I'm put through, I will be able to make it, because otherwise Allah would not test me in those situations. Having that faith and tawakkul really keeps me strong and grounded. First and foremost, our parents always instilled with us that we were Muslim first, so I knew that my Muslim identity always had to be front and center. And then after that came our culture and ethnicity. They wanted us to know that our faith, no matter what, wherever we are in the world, that's going to be the most apparent, that's going to be the most outwardly apparent. My dad was very big on character and how we acted. So that's, I would say, the number one thing my parents instilled in us. Definitely. So since my parents are immigrants and came here from another country, to build a better life for us, I have to, be cautious of that as I go about my day. I've been given such a privilege and opportunity that many people who maybe are related to me didn't have. So I definitely want to not just be good, but I want to be the best. I don't want to be mediocre. I want to be, at the top. I need to work hard to get to that point. I would say it started as a child. My dad put us in the masjid as youth, so we grew up with the community. And over time, you kind of see the things that are happening, and you want to be a part of that, and you want to improve. I was always someone who, when I saw a problem, I wanted to go in there and try to fix it. And when I was able to get to be a part of the youth committee and be a part of the actual executive committee, it was my chance to finally be able to put my hands in there and make a change. It gave me a sense of purpose because I was a part of something, and I always like to be a part of the community. That's super, super important to me. Even if I were to move away from here or go anywhere else in the world, as long as there's a strong Muslim community there, then I know I'm going to be right at home. There was a lot of things that I knew our community needed, and as a Black Muslim woman, I wanted to make sure that they can see that I too am just as equal as any other members of our community. So it's just very important for me to just show our Muslim identity, American Muslim identity, up front. One of my passion projects right now, or not one of the many passion projects that I have right now is the Halimah Project, which, as I mentioned earlier, is our mentorship program for underprivileged youth in the greater Lansing area. So I started this program back 3 years ago when I was in my last year of university. I was the community outreach director for the MSA, and we needed a project to work on to help give back to our community. Since Lansing is a sanctuary city, we accept a lot of refugee immigrants, and unfortunately the Muslim community does not get, are never at the front lines when helping refugees. And a lot of them are Muslim. A lot of churches come in there and take them, and that's totally fine, but if they are your brothers and sisters, the Muslim community needs to make more of an effort to being there. So we saw the disconnect, especially with the youth, who generally get lost when they come here because they feel so disconnected from the American community. So we started the Halimah Project 3 years ago. We pair a refugee student or just any student who is in need with a college student, and they help them academically, socially, and religiously, and help them navigate their way as American Muslims here in the States. There are always resources. You just have to go to the right place and make sure that you're allowed in those spaces. Sometimes we feel like we can't be in certain areas because maybe we don't necessarily fit the mark, but that's not true. Any person is able to fit the mark regardless of what your situation is, what your background is, or what your religion is. I think that if you think that you don't belong there, that's more of a reason for you to push harder to make sure that you do belong there. Make a space for you. I created my own job so I can kind of fit something that fit for me. Not everyone can do that, but if you feel like there isn't a space for you, create a space for yourself. Girl, don't. Stop. Never, ever feel uncomfortable. This is our community just as much anybody else's. Whether you were born here or raised somewhere else and immigrated here, this country is open for anyone and anyone at all. I have no reason to feel uncomfortable. We have no reason to be pushed aside. We need to be, if they want us to be silent, just be twice as loud. That's just how it has to be. You have to shake the system, guys. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put us on this earth as, not only just to worship him, but also to teach people about who we are and share our character and, be strong people in this world. And if we're gonna be shut down because of someone telling us, no, we can't do that, that's not how it is in our faith. We need to work just as hard and push back, obviously in the appropriate prophetic manner.